Let's go. What's depressing rain? Do you understand how depressed that makes me? Do you? I guess. But actually, more than being depressed, I'm angry. Angry at the weather girl on TV. It's not her fault. I think our little rainy spell will take a break with a day of sun. So that girl said, I stake my life on it. Well, it's the weather. That's why I didn't bother to bring an umbrella today. But no, calling herself a weather girl. She's going to hear about my $1,500 suit. About your case. I'm still planning on suing the weather girl. I'm sorry. I thought that before we get on the business, we could have some friendly chatter. My name is Dr. Gray. I'm surgeon. Remind me never to end up under his knife. I'm here today because of this incident. Malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. 14 inpatients lose their lives. Oh man. Oh, you're the doctor at... It's really quite upsetting. Did you hear me? Upsetting. Yes, I heard you. I agree, it's quite upsetting, Dr. Gray. The one that screwed up was the nurse. It was her that got the medication mixed up and killed those 14 patients. And yet, now listen good, and yet, the nurse had the nerve to go and die before admitting to her wrongdoing. She didn't even offer any sort of explanation to me. And this is the kicker. She up and has herself a grand old accident and crashes her car. Smash, crunch, instantly transforming her car to accordion roll. Okay. That's right, about a year ago, all the tabloid shows were talking about it. 14 victims of medical malpractice and the nurse's mysterious fatal accident. There were rumors that Dr. Gray had actually caused that crash. People said it was the forever height person responsible for the malpractice incident. How would I? Now I'm just going to say this once. Why on earth would I want to kill the nurse? She's the one who killed those 14 patients, not me. I think you need to take a deep breath, doctor, and focus. For the point, this case is over a year old. Why bring it up now? Simple, because the situation is slipping out of my grasp. This is won't do. My clinic isn't seeing nearly as many patients nowadays. Do you understand what it means? It means they're not coming to my clinic. I'd say, if it were me, I don't think I'd want to go either. So, what would you like me to do about it? Until you help me prove I'm innocent. And you do realize I'm a lawyer, not a private investigator, right? No, this is something only you can do. May I pay? You know this girl, correct? Maya. Why would he know her name? I heard you were working under her for a little while. Well, yes, I mean... Hey, wait a second there. I worked under her? Yes, I'm not wrong. She told me, so I'm not quite sure if... Well, we worked a few trials together. She went back to her hometown to undergo more training. Ah yes, I heard. It must be lonely for you. What? Wait, I'm not... It must be an extraordinary girl to handle such rigid training. Ah. I have an acquaintance who knows a lot about these mystical sorts of things. He's the one who introduced me to Miss May. Miss Faye. Miss May are really that famous? Or is it up an appointment? For what? What else? A channeling. I'm going to have her call the spirit of the nurse that went and got herself killed. Oh. Yeah, I wonder what she's up to right now. We, the women of the Fae clan, have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us. So that's what he told me. I guess she's learned to accept her responsibilities and become an adult. Not counting training, this will be her first time channeling a spirit. So she gave me one condition before accepting my request. Condition? Nice to see you, Mr. Wright. He said that he wouldn't do the channeling without first seeing you again. Me. And that's why I've searched you out. You want to see her too, don't you? Fair enough. And so, that's how I ended up visiting Maya's hometown with the doctor. 2:19, 1:25 PM, Crane Village. Or is it supposed to be Crane? Crane. I don't know. Yes. This is Crane Village, Maya's hometown. Why, hello there. An odd little girl. Hey, wait up, Pearly. Someone else is going this way. Nick! Maya, how are you? It's good to see you again. Wow, I didn't think you'd really show up. It's not a big a deal. You made it sound like you were so far away. Well, maybe I exaggerated just a little. It's only 2 hours by train. If I'd known you were this close, I'd have visited more. No, you're not allowed. I already decided, you know. Until I become an adult, I have to work hard and be strong by myself. Oh, well. Anyway. Congratulations. I'm glad to hear training is going well for you. Oh, not like this. Looks like you finally become a full-fledged medium, taking your on your first job. Yeah, I didn't think it would be this soon. In this case, do you know the mystery story behind it? Felt the power of the Maya Intelligence Network. Let's see. 14 people died because of malpractice on Dr. Gray's part, right? And to pin the blame on the nurse, he killed her in what appeared to be a car accident. Huh? So why is this Maya Intelligence Network anyway? Tabloids. That's what I thought. I'm just pulling your leg, Nick. What really happened is the exact opposite. I heard all about it from Dr. Gray. Oh, come on, Nick. I wouldn't take a Gray's killer as a client. That's too scary, even for me. Yeah, I guess so. This is your hometown, huh, Maya? Yep. Crane Village. I've heard people call this place Medium Valley too. Interesting. So everyone who lives here is a spirit medium? Pretty much. Most of my ancestors were too, I think. It's probably true since the Fae ability to communicate with the dead is so strong. Actually, only the women in this village are mediums. Oh. So what do the men do? They usually work someplace outside the village. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about that girl I saw earlier. Oops. What do you mean Pearly? Pearly? Pearl Faye. She's my cousin. She's adorable. It's like yours truly. Cousin. Wait, then that means... Is she also a... Yep, she's a medium too. Pearl is a real genius when it comes to channeling. I see. I hope I didn't scare her when I tried to talk to her earlier. I said to you, my aunt drilled into her head that suspicious looking person tries to talk to you, run away. Suspicious looking? Well, you're not wearing training clothes for starters. Of course not. Pearl is my aunt's most valued treasure, so she's not allowed to go outside of town. She doesn't know much about the world outside of Crane Village. Aunt? Pearl's mother is my aunt, duh. Come on, Nick. Well, Nick, I've got to get going. It's about time for the challenge to start. Huh? Oh, yeah. I'm doing a challenge in my house, so come on in, okay? After I'm done, we can grill up some juicy burgers. Alright, good luck, Maya. Thanks. Well, at least it's still the same perky Maya. Okay. Ah, Mr. Wright, I'm so glad you showed. So nice weather we're having today. Aren't you happy? No, not at all. The stupid weather girl made the wrong call again. It will rain cats and dogs today. She said with a straight face. I can't believe they allow such misguided reports in the public airways. Looks like talking about the matter with this guy is just asking for punishment. But anyway, this is a splendid manner. No argument there. It's hard to believe that this is Maya's house though. Let's give a guide map to this building. Here, Miss Wright. I have a copy for you too. Okay. What are you going to do once the nurse's spirit has been called? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to have her write a signed confession. A signed confession? Yes, a confession. Pay attention, I'll have her write this. 1 year ago, on May 2nd, 14 patients died due to my negligence. And then on May 24th, I fell asleep at the wheel and died in a car accident due to my further negligence. I'm sorry and I apologize for being negligent. That's what I have her write. The confession, the rain falling on my talk and finally stop. Oh, I see. So how did you hear about my FA? I heard about her from an acquaintance, a girl studying the occult at college. Phil introduced me to this village. It is the home of the Wright School of Channeling. The home, huh? Miss Maya is the daughter of the master, I hear. Master? Anyway, do you see that door? That's the room where people and spirits meet. Miss Maya's aunt is in there right now. Do you care to meet her? Okay, I guess. Okay then. Tonight in camera chamber. Oh, it's such a strange atmosphere in here. These flickering lights. I guess they are candles. Good sir, who might you be? My name is Phoenix Wright. Oh, you must be that good sir. Sir, is she talking about me? You're a lawyer, aren't you not, good sir? I have heard much about you from Mystic Maya. Is that so, Mystic Maya? I'm Mystic Maya's aunt, Morgan Fay. Nice to meet you. I had wanted to speak with you about a sudden incident, good sir. It seemed that perhaps you asked too much of Mystic Maya in performing your duties. Most unbecoming, I'm afraid. Don't tell me you have already forgotten. But was it not for Mystic Maya and her assistants, you would surely not have won. There's a girl that runs away, and now an old lady who says I stink at doing my job. When did I become the poster boy for how not to make a first impression? Oh man. Past is the past though. Let's speak of the present now. Thank you. So why do you add Mystic to Maya's name? Isn't that a little strange? Good sir. Yes? How dare you be so rude and disrespectful towards Mystic Maya? I'm sorry. You must be addressed by her proper title, good sir. You must call her Mystic Maya. So, about Mystic Maya, blood. Excuse me? Blood? Mystic Maya carries the blood of the master. Actually, she is the only one remaining. The one remaining? What's that supposed to mean? Mystic Maya is the last, the rightful heirs of the Korean channeling technique. Okay, then where do you stand? It's a little more complicated. Although a woman of the Fae clan, I am merely a member of the Branch family. Branch family, huh? Hey Rinoa, what's up? It sounds. For a member of the Branch family, no matter her spiritual power, she can never become the master of the Korean school. This reminds me of the Hyuga clan from Naruto. Bit. So, how strong are you? It's a shame, however, I will admit, I cannot even begin to compare the lowliness of my power to the masters. Not much. I see, I see. So that's how it is. The rationing will be her first. Yes, good sir. Because the spirit of a person who dies in a traffic accident is usually very strong. This way easier to call that person to our world. Traffic exit. Indeed. Channeling will take place here, in this channeling chamber, good sir. As you can see, I am in the process of preparing. So, this room is the channeling chamber. The place where spirit medium speaks with those who have departed. I don't suppose you'd mind if we observe the session. Don't even think of such nonsense. The medium and the client may enter here. Getting closer today? Oh no. I'm okay. Just a bit tired, I guess. But it's fine. The medium and wait, yeah. Did I say? I guess I did, yeah. Oh. Secrets of the Quran techniques cannot be seen by just anybody. That never stopped Maya from doing it in front of me before. True enough. Oh no. Feels bad, man. I do hope you'll start feeling better. Yes. It's a visual novel where you are an attorney, defense attorney, and you try and prove your client's not guilty. It's also for your safety, good sir, if something were to go wrong. That's why, while channeling is being performed, that heavy door is secretly locked. Well, that's what the lock is for. Oh yes. I wonder if you have yet to meet Pearl, good sir. Pearl? She's an adorable, angelic young girl. Oh, that odd. She's my daughter. Now then, what was it you were about to say? Oh, what a cute daughter you have! Nice save. The poor heart that knows not of the evils in this world is a powerful thing, good sir. Please refrain from affiliating with her, I request. Well, it's not like I had the chance to anyway. I must insist and stress that you not let it occur. Okay, I get it. Wow, this garden is really breathtaking. Someone put a lot of love into it. What's it over there? Is that an incinerator? It looks a little out of place in a garden like this. True enough. Guess I should have been examining all the things as well. I think about that. Oh well. Oops, ashes of a person long dead are inside. Looks like something with a long history. Other than that, it's not very interesting, so time to move on. Okay. Looks like there's a room over there too. A peaceful feeling is emanating from it. Small incinerator. I don't think garbage trucks come all the way out here to tiny villages like this. So every family has to burn their own trash. Oh yeah, I see. Yeah. That makes sense. Splendid garden with a small lamp and traditional decorations. A bit small to walk around in. Although that incinerator piques my curiosity. Okay. We should go examine this place as well. Just see. The road leads to the channeling chamber, the place where spirits and people meet. The iron in this door was tempered, making it very solid. Looks like there is a strong lock on this door to top it off. With a lot of skill around these 4 Chinese tractors with a brush. I can't read that. Oh, here's the translation. Once in a lifetime. Wait, where's the translation? What? Okay, I don't know. Message is people should value their ghostly meetings as once in a lifetime chances. Yeah. Piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters stamped onto it. Probably a esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. Hold on. This one in English. It says 100 ways to save money. Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. This store leads out to the winding way. Is it winding or winding? The weather outside looks really nice. Meditation room is on the other side of this very heavy looking door. There's a giant iron lock. Yes. That's where it's normal vote from the spirit one. This folding screen is really showing its age. All of its edges are a bit tattered. The lettering is fading too. I think I recognize a few of the chapters out here. I think that's O, or not O, just O. To. Cool. Ra. E. Well, that makes sense. I'm pretty sure that's meant to. Maybe I'll ask Maya about it later. Wait, what's that? Oh fuck. I never probably checked the... there was anything else next to me. Did I check it? I don't think I did. Yeah, there was something else. This is an altar. Whatever it is, it feels very important. A mirror-like object with a cloudy reflective surface. Some branches of a sacred tree here have been set in a predetermined arrangement. Good sir, I wonder if you would please not touch the sacred object. Those objects are being offered to the spirits. If you were to ask them whether they would become cursed. Yes, cursed. You really didn't have to talk down to me. I'm not that much of an idiot. Oh my god, cursed. There's some empty space behind the folding screen. The light of the candles can't reach back there, so it's completely dark. What? Where's the... oh, there. This is where the medium sits, I assume. There are 4 panels on this flooring. The straw in the flooring feels a little damp, probably from the humidity in the air. Okay. Oops. An old bus stop, it says Grand Village on the signpost. Buses seem incredibly inconvenient since they only come 3 times a day. I mean, I'm surprised they even come 3 times a day. A place like this, to be fair. An old style phone booth. I can say it fits in with this area too well. My cell phone doesn't get the reception up here, so who knows, I may need it later. Giant rock that seems to be reaching for the sky. Instructions are written on a beat up old sign. It looks like this giant rock is called the Grind Boulder. There's a really complex explanation written here, but long story short, it's a big stone for spirits to live in, or something like that. Okay. I guess the most elegant of the buildings I can see from here is Fay Manor, the place Maya calls home. It's easy to be overwhelmed by its presence. Rustic, thatched roofed houses where the other villagers live line the street. They are nowhere near as large or as nice as the manor in front of me. It's kind of odd that I don't see any of the other villagers walking around though. Okay. Side room. So this is the side room. Looks like it's more of a break room. There's bedding spread out on the floor. It looks like someone's sleeping in one. Shouldn't disturb them. To decorate a wooden bear sculpture, there's a plate attached to the base. Where village, the heart of challenge. What the? It's a souvenir? So does this mean it's easy to spot bears here, and for them to spot you? Oh man. Small alcove. I have no idea what it's supposed to mean or symbolize. Hold on. If I had one of these in the office, it would end up as a storage space. But here, it's decorated with some pretty flowers and a beautiful hanging scroll. I don't know the name anymore. You know it. It's a where that and goes in special school. I think you mean Katawa Sojo. Probably. And I haven't played it, but I know it. But yeah, it's like there's like a I don't remember, like there's like someone who's an amputee, there's a blind girl and stuff like that. I don't remember like all of the chapters. I just remember like there was a blind girl because the playthrough I watched went to romance the blind girl. Um, I mean, yeah, but you can also like hide the sex scenes in it, so it's fine, I guess. Like if you want to stream it, then you can, and if you don't, then you can also not hide that stuff. Hold on, I'm reading some Steam messages. I also don't have that much time for them. Yeah, that's totally fair. Also, when did I use my shit? What's the button for that? Did I mute my desktop audio? Okay. It's the first time I've seen a sliding door like this in person. From here, I can see the winding way and the little garden in the courtyard. But yeah, like, I haven't played too many visual novels, I guess. Like, I've just played some, like, I played Danganronpa. I played Zero Escape. And now I'm playing this. I guess that's all the visual novels I've played. But I've seen all of Doki Doki Literature Club, and it's like one of my top 10 best games of the last decade. So friend played Danganronpa 1 and 2, they're so cool. Yeah. And B3 is also pretty cool. It's different and it like does some things that are slightly questionable, but it's still really good. IMO. And then there's also the anime, and there's Altered Sparkles, which is a totally different game. It's not a visual novel, it's a third-person shooter. Spin-off. They're spreading spread out on the floor. Is that someone sleeping in one over there? She's probably an exhausted medium taking a break and cutting some Z's. If I wake her up, she might be grumpy and throw a spell on me. It's probably a good idea to not disturb her sleep. Also, about Danganronpa, there's this fan game in development called Project Eden's Garden, and it's like it has a lot of similarities to Danganronpa. It's like from the trailer it looks really fucking good. Nothing else to examine, okay. Hey, you, hold on. Nah, this gal's got a few questions to ask. I'm sure I've heard that southern accent somewhere before. Oh, well I'll be. It's Mr. Phoenix Wright. Have been. Continuing but a year. You are, a lot of hair, was it? What a who? Wait, you better not be making fun of my hair now. No, I wasn't making fun, I was complimenting you on your fine hair. I dare say you're one heartless man, Mr. Wright. Because of my testimony that your friend got out of being guilty. It looks like you already forgot that. Hold on. You were working with the prosecution at first as one of their witnesses, and came after us as if we were a piece of sirloin steak. Minor detail, stop being soft and letting little things get in the way. The name's hard, what a hard. Don't you go forgetting it. Oh yeah, that's it. Now listen here. I'm here to take some pictures today. Gonna get myself a real scoop. So I guess you're still at it. Being a photographer, I mean. You betcha. The hardest working one out there, I reckon. Didn't I say I was gonna make a name for myself as a famous paranormal photographer? Oh, that's right. This ain't no time to be wasting time. The channel is about to get started. It's that time already. I should hurry up and get the meditation room. What are you waiting around for? Come on. On hard, huh? I've been judging her harshly because of that case. But I guess looking back, we had some good times too. We will now begin the channeling. Stick my hand on our request. Please proceed into the channeling chamber. It is, I can finally swallow those pesky flies once and for all. You hear me? They won't be able to say a single bad thing about me after this. You would love to hear them apologize, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you, Mr. Wright? Me? Oh, yeah, I sure would. Mr. Kamaya, do you have the channeling chamber key? Yep, right here. It's most satisfactory. Key is one of a kind, so please take care of it well. Be fine, Morgan. Oh, and wait, also, fucking... I don't know if it counts as visual novel because it has... it's more of an interactive story than a visual novel, I guess. But the Somnium Files is another one I played recently. Another Morgan, I won't lose it, trust me. Okay, that's great. Let's get started. Finally, let's go. Okay. Now let us wait patiently out here for them. Please have some lovely bitter green tea and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. Hold on now, Granny. Granny? How come we ain't allowed in that room? Dear madam, you have an impressive grasp of English. From where did you learn it? What? I'm from the heart of the heartland. Is it so? And I humbly request that you return to this heart of the heartland. What this Korean village. If you cannot follow our traditions and rules, we request that you leave. Sorry. She shuttles up. Now that's impressive. Now then, let us wait. Okay. What the? Hey now, what was that just now? Came from inside the challenge chamber. The fuck? Hey, that's a gunshot. Excuse me? I've heard that sound before. It's a gunshot. I bet my afro on it. Maya's in there. Didn't think I'd be saving during a fucking investigation time. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what's the plan? What else? We're going to break in? What? But there's only one key and it's got it. We're going to have to break the door, is that alright, Miss Faye? Well, yes, but there's one matter. Please, don't try to stop me. You can send the repair bill to the radical office later. Yeah, that's what I call being a man. Wait, what? Dr. Gray? I was murdered. Oh shit. Bruh. So this is the nurse. Through Maya, I guess. And she probably took her revenge on Dr. Gray, assuming Dr. Gray was the one that killed her. Oh man. Maya? Man murdered me. So I killed him. What? Okay, hold on. Why are you at a time like this? Times like these are perfect for stepping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? Step away from there. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. But hurry, before there are more victims here. Yeah, let's go, city boy. Leave this to the granny. Okay then. Language. My cell phone doesn't get reception way out here, so I ended up using the phone booth to call the police. And turned away. It's good. Lottie, I saw genuine mysterious phenomenon, and she seems really on edge because of all this. Not that I blame her. I'm scared to death by what's going on. Hey, Mr. That gal, Maya. She wasn't the one that pulled the trigger, was she? Oh, yeah. But that doesn't know that when Maya is telling her whole physical appearance changes. And again, weren't there only two of them in there? I reckon she must have done it then. Hold on, what do you know about Dr. Gray? Not much, but I did some digging. That's what, one gent with a bad reputation. Really? Yeah, he's good at surgery and stuff, but his personality stinks like wet sheep. So I've got the same impression myself. Second, real controlling. As soon as his nurse or patient don't do what he says, he starts hollering. Must have been real rough to work for him. Okay. Ah, Mr. Wright. Miss Faye, how's Mystic Maya? This return to this world, the spirit severing technique was successful. Let me see her, please. Still unconscious. I humbly request that you wait outside for her recovery. Guess I just had to wait. The boys are here. Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? You again? Now you're doing it all the way out here, did I think I'm sure? It's actually kind of funny. I was in the area for a business trip, pal. Well, I'm sick of the crime scene. I'll have to question everyone here later on. So just sit tight, alright? Why is he grinning at me? Shall I show you the scene of the crime detective Jim Show? My name isn't Jim Show. Two of them went in the challenge chamber. I guess all I can do for now is see what everyone else has to say. Suppose so. She's probably scared out of her wits after having a murder take place right by her. Walter. God, don't let it be me next. You didn't scare me like that. What do you mean? You're the one scaring me. Well, weren't so tough. You'd have another dead body on your hands. Mine. Do you see or notice anything that stuck out at you? Nah. Well, maybe one thing. What's it? Turns out my poor stomach's not good at handling this kind of thing. What? There's no ghosts and stuff coming back to get ya. This is too much, I say. What's too much? Being a cult photographer. Some scary stuff, so I think I'm gonna try being a self-ready photographer now. Going after photos more within your reach from now on. More glamour, less gore. Stuff. Oh yeah. What is it? Took some hot pictures earlier. Remember? I took some pictures of the murder scene inside. She did 2 even. The Sands murder. I sure like the ring of that. It'll be a sensational story. What? Sorry, but my journalistic sense is burning inside me. I hate to get on a run, but I'm heading back in. To beat those cops to the scoop of the century. Waha! I don't know who's scared a lot over the spirit. And why I feel like we've been through this before. Oh man. Wait, can I actually enter here? The police are busily running here and there, and I don't see my anywhere. Hey you, don't touch anything. Look, I really need to ask you some questions. Don't look at me like I'm some sort of uncaring jerk. Tell you what, pal. I'll let you ask me a few questions, alright? About Maya. I hate to break this to you, pal, but the way things look now, that girl's the only one who could have done it. Yeah, only Maya and the victim were inside this room, after all. But Maya is... You can ask more about her later, pal. Right now, I've got a job to do, and that's collecting evidence. Do you think she looks like a real professional? Idiot? Something about his expression still looks the same. So, Dr. Gray was shot with a gun, right? Huh? He was shot in the forehead. But he was also stabbed in the chest with a knife. A knife? Basically, the Vic was first stabbed, then he was shot. Okay. Whoops. I'm pretty sure there was someone sleeping here earlier. Like, how can I help you? Hello there. Like, I'm like, so isn't it about time to start? Huh? Time to start what? You know, like, the channeling. Channeling? Oh, no, actually, the station has kind of changed. Like, what do you mean? Please stay calm, but there's been a murder. So, like, a murder is the thing where, like, one person kills another, right? Person's killed another person. Oh, that's, what are the words I'm looking for? It's like totally a bummer. Okay. Yeah, after all that effort, that's all she had to say. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to, like, introduce myself. My name's Ini Mini. Or Ini Mini. Mine. I don't know. Mine? Ini Mine, I guess. At the college, I'm researching and studying parapsychology. Parapsychology? That's right. I think people, like, usually call it occult studies or something. Like supernatural phenomenon, ESP and psychic powers, that sort of stuff. That's pretty out there. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. So what brings you here today? Like, so, I was the one who told Dr. Gray about this place. He asked me, like, do you know of a good spirit medium? Dr. Gray did say something about being introduced to this place. Because, like, talking to dead people and, like, multiple personalities are my thing. Let's see, and why were you taking a nap here? Like, I wasn't feeling good. Huh. I'm, like, allergic to sesame seeds. They, like, must have put some in the food they served for lunch. Oh, that doesn't sound fun. So I, like, felt sick and came in here to, like, sleep. I don't feel like I wasted my time because I, like, slept a long time. So you were sleeping here the entire time? Yeah, ever since lunch. So you don't know anything about the murder that took place. Like, what? Oh, that? I, like, totally know nothing. So who was, like, you know, killed? The certain that regarded the channeling, Dr. Gray. You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? What the fuck? Oh god. Okay. I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh really? And what was all that talk about him earlier? Huh? Like, a long time ago, I was like, patient, yeah? So like, he just wanted to hide something. Can I present anything? No, of course I can't. There's no one here, as usual. Oh, hi. how are you? You're Pearl, right? Since ever. What's that she's got in her hand? I've seen it somewhere before. Is it my hair? Is it too spiky? Not spiky enough? What the fuck? Uh, oh dear, madam, you have such impeccable timing. Like, what's all the buzz? Alright everyone, listen up. You too, pal. I'm going to give you all a brief update. Right now, it looks like the investigation's not going to be done until real late. It's a terrible shame. I propose that everyone sleep here under the roof of the Fame Manor tonight. What a mess. I can't believe how crazy this day turned out. I was arrested and taken away by the police. And I don't see myself getting any sleep tonight. Oh man. Oh man. June 28th at 2 AM. Oh fuck. Don't have to pretend to read that when I already yawn on my own. Morning. I guess I must have nodded off at some point. Hope Maya's okay. I'm sure we get to the detention center ASAP. 10:34 AM. That took 2.5 hours. Oh yeah. Nick. Maya. What am I going to do? Can we imagine it would turn out like this? Calm down, Maya. Take deep breaths. Have a think of it. The first time I met her, we all sat right here in this detention center. Finally, I finally get to see you again, and it's not your fault. You didn't do it. No, I did it. I killed that person. But it wasn't you. It doesn't matter. You might as well have been me. I was too weak and I couldn't control the spirit's power, so I don't want to bring up the case quite yet, but you don't have to be nice to me. I understand. Why am I trying to do voices again? It's a really bad idea. So the master or something of the Korean school of channeling. Actually, my mother is for now. But this denial is past. Fuck. Guess I will be someday. Many people think that channeling isn't real, that it's all just an act. You believe in us, don't you? Yeah, because I've seen it with my own eyes. I'm not telling you the spirit. Only her voice, but her whole physical appearance changes. It's a supernatural phenomenon that occurs every time. It happened this time too. I got crazy that he wanted to call the nurse, so my body must have taken on that nurse's appearance. This actually happened in the channeling chamber. I went into that room with Dr. Gray, locked the door, sat down across from him. Okay. Closed our eyes and I began the channeling. It's something kind of creepy, like the beginning of a scary story. And that's the last thing I remember. What? After the spirit comes into my body, I lose myself, my consciousness. Then you don't remember a single thing. When I came to, I was being held in my aunt's arms. Oh. And there was blood all over my clothes. Oh, but I do remember having a dream. A dream? What kind of dream did you have while you were channeling? I can't remember it all that well, but I was dead and buried in the ground. I couldn't move and it was unbearable, really suffocating. Then something like that. I see. Dream? Yeah, I have no idea what to say to that. There's a really familiar smell too. Under the ground? Yeah, I can't quite place it, but I know I've smelled that smell. Same scent before. I guess this is about all the information I'm going to gather for today. I'll be back later, Maya. In the meantime, please make sure you prepare it, okay? It? Was it? The document requesting me to be your attorney, of course. What? What's wrong? Are you sure? I mean, I'm guilty. I'm a murderer. I'm sorry that yet. But I did. I killed that person with these 2 hands. It's enough, Maya. It's hopeless. If you defend me, you'll lose, I'm sure. Stop it. Help me. Nick, help me. I'm scared. Don't worry, I will. Where's the trial? It's going up tomorrow. As usual, 0 prep time. Alright, I'm going now. Wait. This jewel is called Magatama. It's a magical charm, and it's always protected me. Give this to Pearly, and I'm sure she'll lend you her spiritual powers. Anything else? Nope. Here. It feels like I've been gone forever. But it's only been 1 day. Oh, that's right. What's the newspaper Dr. Gray brought the other day? Don't worry about it. We are all some degens. Oh, here it is, right on top of my desk. It's the only thing he left behind that's going to be of any help. God. Newspaper clipping 1. Okay. I think all of the rest of this is just random stuff. But, like, yeah, I don't know. I have to say, Maya, no matter what, it's her life on the line. When the world happened in the room yesterday. Why? Oh my god, Good going. The Renaissance room nurtures all mediums, young and old. New mediums in training, Anuesha. That's pretty decided today. All because of the murder yesterday. Looks like the gumshoe isn't here today. I should take stands and thoroughly check this room. I'm lucky I might uncover a clue or two. Jesus. Oh, Mr. Wright. Good morning. I'm on my way to go meet Mystic Maya, and I thought to bring her some items to make her feel more at home. Namely, tea so bitter you lose your tongue and children in large strawberry desserts. I'm sure Maya will be very grateful. That's Mystic Maya, good sir. This one scary lady. Oh dear, sweet Mystic Maya. Girls, I have constant day for you last night, as did I. I know it's important for me to search the site. I should ask her some questions too. I have chance. I'd like to ask you a few questions about what happened yesterday. Do you mean that awful tragedy? That man murdered me. Yes. What happened here in this room after I left? Well, first, I struck Mystic Maya on the head, making her go unconscious, correct? That is correct. Next, I performed the spirit severing technique. Spirit severing technique? The spirit of the nurse was inside of Mystic Maya's body. Here's a technique to send the nurse's spirit back to the other world. I wonder if this kind of testimony is even admissible in a court of law. By the way, where's this room exactly? The challenge chamber. This room was created for the sole purpose of preventing such a tragedy as yesterday. What do you mean? Sometimes when an inexperienced medium calls on an especially strong spirit, the spirit may become violent and revolt, as you witnessed yesterday. Revolt? How? When spirit enters a medium's body, she loses her will and her soul steps aside. With another way, the spirit is borrowing the medium's body, but isn't that extremely dangerous? The experienced medium has little problem controlling a spirit, but Mystic Maya, is her first channeling, and that's why I insisted on locking the door. However, I never thought that would be calling danger upon the client himself. Grateful that one of our heirlooms was not damaged in this horrible incident. That would be, holding the screen there, is the client's sacred writings. Along with the client's sacred urn, they are this village's most treasured possessions. If I ever found out that something had happened to either one, out of humanity. What far do we burn about the falling screen at a time like this? I guess this isn't just some dilapidated old screen after all. So how is Pearl today? Is it right? Yes. It's well, Pearl is my most treasured possession. When compared to even Mystic Maya, Pearl has the spiritual power to become a master. That's very impressive. Until now, the women of the Branch family have thought themselves to be inferior. But Pearl is different. Its business is so great, it's even greater than some of the main family. These are also like so much like the Hyuga clan. Because like Neji, in like part 1, at least, like he's definitely like higher skilled than Hinata and Hanabi. And Neji is from the Branch family, so yeah. I don't know why I keep bringing that up, but it's just like a similarity that I can see here a bit. Yes, Percy channeling prodigy and is the pride of the Branch family. Wow, she's really fired up now. In any case, our world is so different from yours. Perhaps it is best for you to quit, good sir. Quit? What? Can I present this? Oh my! What is it? That is Mystic Maya's Magatama. Why do you have this in your possession? I'm sorry. Return it to Mystic Maya at once. Yes, madam. Why did it feel like I was being scolded by my own mother just now? I'll be like... Yeah, okay. Oh, that's the line of dialogue for... What's my business, I guess. Pearl isn't here today. Maybe she's at school. Oh hey, like, you're that guy from yesterday. The, dentist guy. What? No, I'm a lawyer. That's right. Mrs. Smith, Esquire. What the fuck? How do you get defense attorney Phoenix Wright to be dentist Esquire Smith? That's right. Wait, I mean, you're wrong. My name is Wright. Smith Wright. Well, I got like 3 letters at least. Oh man, I don't think she gets the point. Anyway, why are you here? So like, I studied this thing called parapsychology at this college and you told me about it yesterday. This is some allergy too. But I'd really like to know is why you're still here today. Oh, so like, that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more like, clear about it. Sorry, my bad. No, it's okay. Like, it's really... That's it. Why did you stop me the sentence? Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again? If was I ever wanted another genuine mysterious phenomenon, it's right here. God damn. So why are you still here today? Like, there's so much for me to, like, study here. Like what? Like, the medium's training, or like, how they inherit their spiritual power. I suppose this is the real thing after all. So like, I asked if I could stay here for like a little longer. Sure seems like the carefree type, at least on the surface. Have you heard about the murder? It's like totally scary. She says with a silly smile plastered on her face. So doing anything about it might help. Somehow I don't think she has a grip on reality, let alone what's going on here. About the victim, Dr. Gray. I don't know who you're talking about. Like, wait, I think you asked about him like yesterday too. That's right. Your reaction yesterday when I asked was... He's definitely hiding something from me. Like, is something wrong? Like, I'm really I know, like, you don't have your heart, I can't, like, take it. I'm thinking about giving this to you. My god. Okay, where the fuck am I supposed to go now? To meet with... Pearl. There must be another round of questioning. I hope the detectives are taking it easier, but these kinds of cases aren't usually taken lightly either. Yes, but what am I supposed to what? What even? And buildings just outside the window. It's the gate for the hotel, my class hotel. Until recently it had been normal business class hotel. Okay. Charlie, a quite decorative plant. It's a memento of my boss Mia, who passed away. The rest of the room may be in shambles, but I always managed to care for this little pal. Lots of the action hero to steal samurai. I stayed up here right before she left. I wouldn't say it to steal samurai, and an attorney's officer a good match, but might threaten to curse me with some magic spell, so I guess it can stay. The people looking legal books stand in a formidable row. They mock me. Actually, I've neglected them for so long, a layer of dust has started to fall. One of these days, I should try to build up courage to read one, I guess. It's my desk. I keep it neat for those rare occasions when I actually have a client in the office. Oh man. The rare occasion. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to find? Oh wait, I guess I can just examine this place instead. I'm done. These were the medium visits, I assume. Were panels from the humidity in there. So what I do, my eyes keep getting drawn to the full plot in the center here. Lots of guys there seems to be some stuff I can treat it. This is the hole. This has been made by a bullet. There we go. Well then, I do believe it's time for me to take my lead. Alright, please tell my eyes that hi. What was that? I mean, Mystic Maya. I will tell her. I guess this is an altar, whatever it is. It's very important. A mirror like up to the closet of it. Guess they are. Yeah. There's some empty space with the forest street, a lot of stuff. Dock. There. Okay. Okay. Something new at least. Hey there, Pearl. You surprised me. How are you today? I guess she isn't the one different, let's say. She's still holding something in her hand. Looks like the same thing she did yesterday. Oh yeah. Maya said, oh god, to give this to you. I'm in trouble now. If more things like this, I'll be the next one they're channeling. That's Mystic Maya's. Huh? She actually spoke. Who are you? Pink's right. I worked with Maya. You work with Mystic Maya? You're Mr. Nick, right? Excuse me? I bet I know who she picked Nick up from. I know who you are. You're Mystic Maya's special someone. Oh, that expression is so cute. Oh my god. What? But then, of course, you're going to help Mystic Maya, aren't you? That's what you're going to do, right? Well, yeah, I will. Oh wow, it's like a beautiful fairy tale. The darkling shining brightly in your eyes. It must be true love. What? Why am I being boiled into a bright red lobster by this little kid? I'm so jealous of Mystic Maya. What a wonderful relationship. Wait, I mean, we aren't things on like. I can tell you're a good person. Alright, Mr. Nick. I may be small, but I'm going to help you in any way I can. Okay. Well, are you friends with Maya? I feel very grateful to be friends with her. She's so great. I want to be like Mystic Maya when I grow up. I really look up to her. Well, I had no idea Maya was so revered. Usually when people don't use Mystic Maya's title, I get mad. Oh, sorry. But if it's you, Mr. Nick, then it's okay. Because you're special to her. I don't know that she get an idea like that. By the way, it may be rude, but which challenge school are you from? Which challenge school? Yes, for example, I studied the grind technique. Ah, I get it. No, I'm a lawyer. Lawyer? Yep. Is that related to spirit mediums anyway? Not that I know of. Wait, are you telling me you don't know what a lawyer is? I'm sorry, but I have no idea. My Typo doesn't know much about the outside world. So what's that you got there, Pearl? Oh, this? I found it yesterday. If you want it, I can give it to you. I mean, why wouldn't I accept it, but I still say it because why not? Alright, well, if you really want to give it to me. You look like a child at a tester, Mr. Nick. She only speaks in a refined manner, but laughs in one too. Mr. Nick? Yes, bro. I can call you that right. Pearls. Call you that right, you're too cute to just call you Pearl. Aww. Sure, Mr. Nick. Are you sure it's okay for me to have this Magatama? Yeah, it's okay. I was told to give it to you. But I can't accept something like this. All I really should do is trust this Magatama with spiritual energy. Spiritual energy? What? Okay. Please take this. I'm sure it will be helpful. What do you mean? To let you see people's secrets. Oh, what? 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 See people's secrets? Yes. If it's alright with you, I would like to accompany you for a little while. I can explain the Magatama's power to you when we meet someone hiding a secret. Okay. heard someone who hides a secret. Hello again. We seem to be seeing a lot of each other today. Oh, she's like totally cute. Is she like your daughter? What? No. How old do you think I am? I want to ask you about the victim, Dr. Gray. I like totally didn't know him. What the? What is that? You can see it, can't you, Mr. Nick? You can see the look on that person's heart. What? It's the power of the Magatama. Only you can see this Cyclops, Mr. Nick. Oh, this is a cool thing. My god. Cyclops, huh? New mechanic, I guess. The more someone wants to hide their secret, the more locks you will see. It's only one, I think you can easily unlock it. Unlock? But how? Please use Mystic Maya's Magatama on this person, and let's remove the lock. No idea what she's talking about, but guess I'll give it a try. Just be careful though, Mr. Nick. If you make a mistake, it will hurt you. If you don't think you have the proof you need, you must have the courage to stop. Oh. I hope it's not somewhere. Let's give this cycle thing a try. I'm going to ask you again. Did you know Dr. Gray? I don't know that guy. Like, you're totally more persistent than a roach. This girl is hiding something. I'm sure of it. I guess I have no choice but to remove this lock. Alright, so first I have to use my Magatama. How do I? What? Oh, just like that. Okay. The victim. Mini, I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is. I told you. Like, how many times do I, like, have to repeat myself? If you're, like, so totally sure, then where's, like, your proof? But maybe possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person. I do believe you might have at least indirectly known of him. Like, what do you mean? Like, indirectly? Just to show that the possibility existed for now. There's something that shows a possible connection between Innie and Dr. Gray. Here's your proof. Like, what is that? Oh wait! Of course it wouldn't, like, god, I'm done. There should warn me, if you make a mistake, it will hurt you, she said. If I don't have enough evidence, I should probably stop. So they can look at the core record and think through one more time. Is there anything I can do? Maybe possible. Oh wait. Was it this? Here's your proof. Fuck. Is it this then? Fuck. Is it the people or an evidence? Cause like Not these really make sense. What the hell? I have enough evidence. Okay, I should investigate. So I could have just done that. My god. Okay then. Now where did this box come from? So this wasn't here last night. Looks like a box for storing clothes. But it's pretty big for just clothes. Mostly empty, but a few folded pieces of channeling costumes sit at the bottom. Just a blanket a mess. Are you going to fold it? I can have a really good nap and like I was thinking of leaving it like this, so like it's all set for tonight. Okay. Oops. Oops. So they got wooden bears, so that's a plate that got face criminalized. Isn't it cute? I like totally bought that. Oh, so it's yours, huh? Yeah, so like this place is really famous for like channeling the bears. Wait, famous for bears? But it's like, okay, if you ever like see a bear, you just play dead and they like leave you alone. Yes, that's right. Yeah, cause like fighting back is a way of no use. She actually tried to fight one. Oh man, what the heck? What am I supposed to do? There's something that I can check still. I guess there must be. Oh, okay. Hey, it's you, pal. So you're going to be her lawyer, I bet. Yes. Oh, I really feel bad for you, pal. Just this once, I wish I did gumshoe. Yeah, but I shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff to you. Hey, you're a cute kid. Haha, I'm not scary, honest. Well, I never knew gumshoe like the kids. Hey, I know. I'll say something cool. How's this? It's real. Genuine pistol. This can gumshoe. How are you doing showing or something that dangerous? Oh, sorry. Without mind, charged against her. I don't think you can win, pal. If you're talking about proof, we've got a few pieces. We got proof? Yeah, pal. That puffy-haired photographer is going to testify tomorrow. We're still on Plota. Actually, speaking of Plota, took some hot pictures earlier. Yeah. Those hot pictures, I wonder what her camera captured. Besides, you must have realized by now, pal. There's no way anyone other than my FA could have done it. Am I supposed to say the pearls now? But Dr. Gray, the victim wasn't super famous, but people still knew who he was. His face was all over those tabloid shows last year. Yeah, I know. I was looking through some newspapers from last year and... Huh. I was sworn ahead. I got an article out, but I guess I must have lost it. Sneaked through his pockets, and boy are those big. Looked really interesting too. Hey, do you have a copy, pal? Left the article. Jonathan Gray might have brought a copy to the office when he came by. But my trial tomorrow. I've got two pieces of news for you, pal. Two. Yeah, bad news and even worse news. So which one do you want to hear first? I don't really care. Just change the fact that I'm not gonna like it. Well, prosecutor for the trial. How is he still prosecuting? Shouldn't he be in like jail or something? For the crime like 15, 16 years ago? Like, hello? Like, that case was about to close and then we solved it right there and then, I think, if I remember, in the last game. Maybe that, yeah, doesn't matter, I guess. Prosecutor 1 Karma. What? 1 Karma? Manfred 1 Karma. He was an awe-inspiring veteran prosecutor. He never lost a case in the 40 years of his career, and he raised a fearsome disciple. Purple aftertaste of the evil he force-fed to me is something I'll never forget. Wait a sec. Did anyone Karma stand trial, and that's where the other piece of bad news comes in. When Karma you're facing tomorrow is actually his successor. Oh, I see. I see. I think I saw a sprite of her. So who is the successor to 1 Karma? It's a pal. It's Prosecutor 1 Karma's kid. This kid became a prosecutor really young, like 13, and hasn't lost a trial since. Oh my god, fuck. Oh, that's what they call a prodigy pal. Kid, huh? Wait a sec. 13? The kid became a prosecutor at the age of 13? I mean, a prodigy like that, I would have heard something about. Oh, no. The kid was born and raised in Germany, pal. What? It's risks a lot of stuff, and it's a great place to develop a person's talents. Germany, huh? That's probably why I've never heard of this person. Still, all it takes is someone mentioning the name 1 Karma. I had terrible flashbacks to that case. Stop it. Get a grip on yourself, Phoenix. None of that matters anymore. Not he's gone. Dr. Gray brought this over to my office the other day, and hey, it's a new story. The one about the malpractice with both patients died and it caused a huge stink. Yeah, but that's not all, pal. Things only got worse after that. You mean the car accident the nurse died in? Oh, here we go. I brought my own clipping with me today. Here, pal. This is for you. Alright, thanks. Oh. Oh. Mini. So. Oh. I see. Well, that's. Whoops, not that way. Oh my god. Take a look at this newspaper clipping. Like, what is it? A story about an accident. Please read the victim's name. Mimi Miney? Miney is a pretty rare last name, wouldn't you say? Miss Mimi Miney wouldn't happen to be a relative of yours, would she? So you noticed. She was my older sister. I'm sorry about your loss. Your sister, was she a nurse, perhaps, at Dr. Gray's surgical clinic? Gray's surgical clinic. I don't think I need to tell you that the clinic was run by the victim, Dr. Turner Gray. Which is how you knew of Dr. Gray. You knew him through your sister. Noise. Unlock successful. Oh, we got our health back. Nice. Please, tell me all you know about Dr. Gray. My sister's name was Mimi Miney. She was like a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. That's what I thought. I thought like Dr. Gray was really tough on people, like a total slave driver. My sister was like always coming home totally wiped out because she was overworked. Wiped out. So that's why she fell asleep at the wheel. That guy like drove my sister so hard, so like that's why the accident happened. The one where 14 patients died from the malpractice. Yeah, like I think it was the doctor's fault too. My sister was pushed by like everyone's expectations and like her duties and stuff. And that pushed her to her death. Oh, I'm sorry. It's like, are we done? I've like already told my story to like everyone. Do you understand now, Mr. Nick? This is how Psycho works. Well, I don't plan to pry into people's hearts unless I absolutely need to. Talk this time was pretty easy, but you might meet people who aren't as willing to give in later on. If you don't have enough proof, be careful and know when to stop trying. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, I better shut my mouth. What? I'm gonna give you any info about every spell. Oops. I don't think there's any here though. I haven't checked yet. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Mr. Nick? What's wrong? I've never left Grind Village. Really? Wow, that's pretty amazing. Going to meet with Mystic Maya, aren't you? Is that how I said hi? Oh. Hey, wait. She ran off again. Well, I know it is secret now, but I still don't have any idea how I'm going to save Maya. I don't even know if I should go in there with a smile or a straight face. What am I supposed to do? I'm almost out of time. I never do anything. I really save her. Should I keep you waiting? Ah, must be Maya. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Phoenix? That voice. Oh, Mia. You know, without me being here, it looks like you've learned to stand on your own. Yeah, she's my older sister and my mentor. She was a top-notch defense lawyer, but a sudden case forced her into retirement. But whenever I'm in trouble, she comes to help, just like this. Her spirit comes back from the other world and burrows Maya's body for a bit. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face in front of your client. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets, and especially when it's bad. Yeah. You can smile at the end, if you haven't been smiling the whole way there. In any case, the face you're making now is no face to show a client, Phoenix. What? So tell me all about it. I'm gonna guess that my sister is in a lot of trouble again. Told her everything about what had happened in the last 2 days. I closed her eyes, deep in thought, while she listened. I see. Yeah, what am I supposed to do? It's pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation. And that is, tell me please. Believe in your convictions. And fight for the complete acquittal of your client. You think Maya's not guilty? How can you be so sure? I know she is, and I'll give you a hint as to why. Yes? Mediums can't have dreams. They can't. From what you told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling. Yeah, she said she dreamt that she had died and had been buried in the ground. That's impossible. You've heard it from her, I'm sure. When a medium channels, her own spirit disappears. Which means that it's impossible for her to dream during that time. And what does that mean? It's safe to bet that Maya was set up. The setup? It's up to you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow and show how she was set up. How am I supposed to prove her innocence when I have nothing to go on? You're looking for a clue, it's already in your hands. It is? It sounds, Phoenix, you already hold the key. Really? Come on, show me the key to this case. The key, huh? Alright, I'll show it to her, the key I hold. Yeah, have you seen this key before? Ah, the key. It's the key to understanding everything that's happened in this case. This key. Please, listen. Right now, the key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts. What does she mean? I'm certain this key will be the piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. You already know everything you need to know. You know what the key to this case is enough. But can I win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is? Who could have... I didn't know it at the time. This day was going to end with a turn for the surprising. What? Okay then. Mia? What? What's wrong? That's right, only I can see the Cyclops. 3 Cyclops, oh shit. Oh shit. Which means Mia must know something about the real murderer. Let's save before we do this. But for this to be something that she would hide under lock and key from even me, what in the world is going on? Oh, to be continued. Okay, I guess I didn't actually get to do it. Well, then I can just overwrite this. She's 21 and 48. Hey, I'm just going to level on number 3. What? Particular one karma. You mean? No, I heard it's his successor this time. Successor? Unperformed karma was a really sinister man. Pulled also oh fuck, all sorts of nasty tricks, also he could win. He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sort of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now his successor, I wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be. It's not good. Mystic Maya. Pearly. You showed up. Thanks for coming all this way. I'm so worried about you. Hey, where's your mother? Think you two come together. Let's watching over the trainees. Yeah, train for 2 days, straight with no breaks. Huh? Then you came all by yourself? Yep. I snuck over the manor and followed the map. And then you walked all the way here. Of course not. I ran. I can't. Oh my, it takes 2 hours by train. Oh man. Curly, what about the train? Huh? What's a train? Oh no. I give up. It's time, isn't it? I'm really scared. What if one karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edsworth would be nicer to me than more karma. Mr. Edgeweth? Who is that? He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend. I don't remember him at all. I've seen him only yesterday. Every trial was a scorching fierce battle until the very end. Objection. Always back and forth with them. But when you are rivals for life... Maya, please don't mention that name ever again. Huh? But why, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya. I'm afraid you don't know. He's gone. He's not coming back. What? Wait a second. What's that supposed to mean? You're welcome shortly. Please proceed in the courtroom. Let's go. There's not time to talk about that anyway. Nick? So wait. What happened to Edsworth then? Is he like gone, like dead gone, or is it just resigned? Like there was a letter on his desk at the end of the last game during the credits, so I wondered if that was a letter of resignation. 21 10 AM. Let's go. Proceed. Yeah, this one karma. Okay. Ah. Oh fuck. I could just play further, but I'm like afraid of just ending during the trial as well, because I can't really go past 10 PM today. Call this now session for trial of my affair. Our prosecution and the defense prepared. What is with this kid? Ahem, Mr. Wright, are you prepared? Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? Mr. Phoenix Wright. Must be a little shocked because I'm a woman, correct? No. Hold on. No, she's the famed successor, Prosecutor von Karma. I'm Franziska von Karma, the prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. Oh shit. Revenge? It's about her father, Manfred von Karma. If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can... I'm talking. Jesus Christ. If you interrupt again, my wife will do the speaking for me. Fuck. Oh man. She's worse than Von Karma. Worse than Manfred. Please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg of you. Yo, Jesus Christ, make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix, right? Prosecutor von Karma, your opening statement, please. Those of von Karma blood have only one fate, and that is perfection. Defendant, my affair will find no escape from her guilt on my watch. Very well. What's the defense's position, Your Honor? Is the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty? Yes. Foolish, full of foolish dreams and foolish dreams. 10 minutes. I gave the defense 10 minutes before it changes its play. That's right, I'll have you running for justified self-defense play in no time. Justified self-defense, there was no reason for that, but okay, what? Play user reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves. You could very easily make a sort case that it was self-defense, but... The defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because not to plead justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone. How foolish. That's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix, right? And I shall now call the first witness. Just curious, her father, like daughter, I suppose. Of course, it's Kamshu. Witness, your name and occupation? Yes, sir. My name is Dick Kamshu and I'm a detective at the local precinct. Ha! The point already. Explain to the court the details of this murder. Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at this map. The Senate chamber has no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room. What are they doing in there? They were channeling a spirit, sir. Channeling a spirit? That's quite the look of disbelief there, Your Honor. Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, voices were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room. And that's when they found that the victim was already dead, correct? I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I've ever presided over. So how was the victim killed? So let's get to that. Stop wasting my time then. The right cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. The victim was stabbed before being shot. This is the victim's autopsy report, sir. The court accepts it into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Why can't I check it? Fuck, god damn it. Wait. You did say something already. Let's see if it's for that one. The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it? It was the victim's. The victim? Now, why would he have... Well, that's an interesting voice. Would he have a pistol? Chaos. The point that you're missing is whose fingerprints are on the pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start. Fingerprints? There were fingerprints. Along with the victims. Defendant, my face were also on the crypts. The defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon. Ah, I walked right into her hands there. Point blank, huh? So about how far away is that? Anywhere between 19 to 20 inches away. But how do you know he was shot at point blank? Is the Phoenix right? You're tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country. God damn it, Hachi. Excuse me. Gunpowder burn. Gunpowder burn. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and that gut's real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Oh, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. Stabbed. And what was he stabbed with? Fruit knife. I see. And whose knife was it? Looks like belongs to the face, sir. Of course, my face fingerprints are all over it. All over it, huh? This does not look good. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix, right? How severe was the wound? If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a step like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand. His testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed him with the intent to kill. Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot? Yep, sure as sure can be. One look at the wounds and you'd come to the same conclusion too, pal. Fool is a fool who will only listen to foolish opinions of other foolish fools. Fool, fool, fool. The pills of the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to convince him. Does it matter then, which was first? Think a little more before you open a big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix, right? What a pain. Looks say. That's enough. You can clearly establish how the victim was murdered. I brought the 2 murder weapons with me today. Very well. The court accepts them into evidence. Well, this one trace fingerprint institutions fired. Okay. That murder weapon. Okay. The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 PM. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time. 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on the gun. This does seem like an open and shut case. Naturally. Things going from bad to worse. As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme. Feel free to sound a little gabble of yours. After all, there is no room left for doubt, is there? It's quite true. Yes? Even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead guilty? Well, of course! Stopping you of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose. Just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix, right? You'll change your plea in less than 10 minutes. What do you do, Mr. Wright? You just justify self-defense, because now would be a time to do so. It's a final chance. It's a huge decision. I'd better think this through all the way. Please justify self-defense. We would basically be confessing the murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined, and she'd be labeled as a murderer. I can't let that happen. No, no. We reach a conclusion, Mr. Wright. Defense will not change its play. We will accept nothing short of complex acquittal. Of complete acquittal. Jesus Christ. You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix, right? Yes, sir. Present the final portion of your testimony, the final strike. Yes, sir. Now, see here. Proceedings are run by... Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony. I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence. Okay then. Sorry pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. It's the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who without a doubt was a fireman. So is the costume. There certainly is evidence of black spray, of a black spray of blood on this. This piece directly links my fatal crime, sir. You see, the court accepts this into evidence. Alright, Mr. Wright. Nice fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. If the situation get any worse. Ah, what's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. This is the last piece of testimony the prosecutions would have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix, right? Please stop calling me by my full name, it's disturbing. Why didn't you say so in your testimony earlier? You're kinda scared today, you know, pal. Come now, Mr. Wright. There's no need for that kind of attitude in my court. Alright, just please stop glaring at me like that. Maya's costume. Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her. Maya, she's wearing her channeling costume today too. Is she not allowed to wear anything else? It's blood on the costume. Lab results show that it is the victim's blood. So there's blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes. Definitely not good. So, were there any other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence? Well, if you must change the topic, the court detective here must testify again. Not too bad, not enough time. Let's move on. Ah yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct. Now even the judge is on her side. But if I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do? Wait, I don't need to save there. Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. There must be something about this costume. I just have to look harder. So right. Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There's no way for you to poke a hole in it. Ah, looks like my time is up. So about the costume. Ignore. Actually, there's something very wrong with this piece of evidence. What? What are you talking about, pal? Where is this problem you're talking about? I've come this far. There's no turning back now. I have it. This piece of evidence is here. Like, to me it looked like the what am I gonna point out though? Oh, wait a minute. I didn't even notice a bullet hole. Oh my god. Ask the court, please take a look at that. Like, the thing I thought was that, like, on Maya, you can see that the collar is a different color. So I was gonna try and point that out, but I wasn't sure where exactly I should have pointed that. Because this is different color. This color. Different color. But then I noticed the bullet hole only in the actual. Like, how was I even supposed to know to check this? Because this doesn't show the bullet hole, this picture right here. What the hell? Okay. Go to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume. The sleeve? There's a tiny hole here. A hole? But that wasn't in the report. Hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder. Gunpowder? No one ever told me. A hole that smells of gunpowder. Looks like I've found the hole I was looking for. Or not. Only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole. Order, order, order. It's a very grave matter. It's best to be correct to court record first before anything else. Sorry about that, I guess we messed up soon. Yeah. Sure. Is she actually smiling? How is she hiding? Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That, just now, was a fluke. Nothing more. How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight. While I agree this is a mistake on the part of the police, Prosecutor Von Karma has said it's true. The evidence still stands. If you do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then... No way. Pikamshu, please continue with your testimony. Yes, sir. Oh, fuck. He wasn't fighting back. How do you know if he was or wasn't? We could find no evidence that the victim put up any sort of struggle foul. So did the murderer have a fight with the victim or not? Depending on this, the circumstances around this murder changed drastically. We're in trouble, real trouble now. I had something to prove that the victim did fight back. Von Karma. She thinks he can decide the verdict with his testimony alone. With this testimony alone. Well, I'll find a critical contradiction somehow, and then I'll have help. Oh, never mind, I guess. This is the dumbest objection ever? Okay. Oh, wait. Never mind. Fuck. Oh, of course it's that one. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Okay. Let's just save scum this because we are dumb. Dick Gumshoe. Yes? Having you call my full name is kind of a weird feeling. You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Yeah, I did. And what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlooked supposed to mean? What does it mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back? You're right. Seems you're correct. If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything. Alright, the wind seems to be shifting. Who's with that? Are you finished yet, laugh? Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix, right? Mr. Von Karma. It seems that my affair was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea. That is correct. But I'm sure you remember what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty. No, that you. Why, that's right. Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all. No. Well, yes, that's true. Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense. How so? Don't stand there. Wright told the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired at the din, of course. You mean by myself? I need to put together the scenario all by myself? Yes, sir. Right away, sir. During channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. The scenario you have put together does make sense. Yes, sir. Well, Mr. Wright, surface it does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easily. Please remember won't at me like then your cross-examination, please. There's quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. I didn't want his strength and it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim. Now that you mention it, yeah, I guess. You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning, Mr. Phoenix, right? Maya Fey was in the middle of channeling, was she not? When channeling with the Korean channeling technique, the medium physically changes. When as is built, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor. Don't believe it. She even studied upon the Korean channeling technique. Like I said before, I am perfect. About what you were talking about, I didn't quite get it. Never mind, let's continue with the testimony. They were stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him. But if you think about blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad. How badly hurt would you say he was? Actually, I went to give blood the other day. Afterward, I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness. Sorry. Oh, God, comes to straight. Where in the world did that pistol come from? Looks like the victim Dr. Gray had specifically bought for that day. The handgun. Got off the black market about 2 days before the murder. Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? Was he taking precautions against something? The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. They're saying that the blood hole in this costume was made then. Sorry pal, but yeah, that's what I think. Two of them were already fighting when a shot was fired. I am really glad you weren't hurt. Maya has never fired a gun before in her life. Victim had already taken off to safety. The safety of even an amateur like you can fire it just by pulling the trigger. Even me, I wonder. Now do you understand? One Karma's logic is perfect. Testimony certainly makes us look very bad. There's gotta be a contradiction in there somewhere. And Uncovering is going to uncover the truth. I can feel it. Not that one. Takes us time to load the save. Yeah, why didn't I just use this? Oh my god, I'm dumb. Missing the tiny hole on this costume will be the prosecution's undoing. Eh? What do you mean? Little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony. Explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Just the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on this costume? Gunpowder burn? This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, the burn area is left around the bullet hole. Oh. There's no single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. It's a very good point. And what exactly does this mean? It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other. I'm disappointed, Mr. Finks, right? You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away. Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. It was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that? As if that was even possible. Given the testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. Ooh. Well, then... That's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then... she was prepared to strike again. The doctor took his shot. Here, that should satisfy even you. That does make an awful lot of sense. I think Mr. Wright. Must be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. Comes I think. There's a fatal flaw in her argument, you remember? Fatal? Flaw? Flaw? Yeah, very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation. Must be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts his understanding. How much distance would there have to be though? Take a look at this. Why are you showing this to me, pal? Give them one karma's explanation. This piece of evidence. Who's contradict? Huh? Wait, what? Looks like you need to use your brain a little more. Thanks so big, I'm sure hopefully it's so embarrassing. Come on, hurry up and get thinking, get on. Maybe this. Go this. I'm dumb, am I? Is this one then? This is the big piece of evidence that destroys your logic. Why is that a folding screen? I'd like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. Ah, looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Who? Where? What? It's right, there explain some place. This to really that clueless? What went through the defendant's sleep first, then the folding screen? It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches of the ground, which means when the shot was fired, Maya, I mean the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground. Order. This changes everything. Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot. The bullet hit this folding screen. It hit at this location about 8 inches of the ground. This time, the defendant was in this area. Somewhere around here. Oh. Some serious bad breath. That is what I mean. I just realized I forgot to press them. Excuse me while I press them up. Bruh. Sure, in the meantime, when do you think it's through again, Mr. Wright? Of course, oops. Just for now I should focus on where my eyes stand at the time of the crime. Wait. Here. Just overwrite that, whatever. Where was she then? Jesus Christ. Here? What was the exact location? Because we can't see it here, of course. We just see these. Am I just really dumb? Whoops. Okay, hold on. do. Oh, okay. I had to Google this, but okay. Just standing here near the folding screen. Wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground, facing the height of the bullet hole. But how can you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim? That's impossible. But why? You of all people should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there is nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume. Ah, curse you, Mr. Phoenix, right? You... Fuck. I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot. But do you think this has changed the defendant's situation? As Your Honor, since the prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing, if that were true, delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time? Squatting all the way by the folding screen? Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? On further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job. Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the blast radius of disaster. You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix, right? I think you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me. Of all the things to inherit, why did it have to be that smarmy smile? Detective, how dare you damage my perfect logic? Huh? How is it all my fault? You can start repairing your standing by first removing that 3-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured, your punishment will come later. Punishment? Well then, Your Honor. I think I've had all I can take off the detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness. Next witness? That's gotta be Lotta. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness. Okay, to be continued. Yes, nice, good. Okay. That's yeah. Oops, that was a close one. I didn't mean to press that. Okay. Yes, alright. And wrong button. Yes.
exit.
Yes.